Well, I'm probably gonna be angering both sides, but let's get to it. So recently, Anthony Mackie had some interesting words to share about the Harry Potter franchise and Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna segregate the Tolkien discussion to another time because that is a whole other kettle of fish. So let's get right to it. What happened? Well, according to Mackie, quote, Harry Potter had no fucking black friends. Frodo walked across the entire universe and never met a black dude. I want to see Frodo in the Hood, which if I ever do Saturday Night Live, is going to be a skit I'm going to do. So, of course, many ways to tackle this. For the record, I'm not a Harry Potter expert, but I did do some research. There are black characters in the Harry Potter universe. I think he's clearly referring to the franchise and the adaptations, just to be fair, and he's focusing on that. And you would have to agree the main characters are not black. Nevertheless, there are canonically, yes, black characters in the HP universe, and Rowling even has retconned, apparently, Harmonica. I know that's not her name. I'm having fun. That she's black. Tried to read the Harry Potter recently, and I read Chamber, and it was basically a bunch of fascist, racist nonsense. It was also insanely derivative. It was just so derivative of Tolkien, the X-Men, books of magic, Gaiman. It is just not very strong fiction. However, I didn't read the whole thing, so I will try to skim J.K. Rowling because, frankly, she's not that good an author. J.K. is okay as an author. Anthony Mackie is okay as an actor, but frankly, they're both idiots. They're both being really, really stupid, but about different issues. So J.K. Rowling is going crazy over her recent sexuality, politics, whatever she's doing, and Anthony Mackie is making some pretty moronic statements about race. These are valid issues in terms of representation, but in terms of black people specifically and black characters, it's a little bit of nonsense. Again, within that time period, and granted, when the books are set is a little fuzzy, that the black population is there in Britain, but it's fairly small. So if he knew what he was talking about, he wouldn't be saying this. Also, he'd be saying that there should be more Asian people in the Harry Potter universe because there are quite a few Asian people in Britain, but they don't really show up in the universe. And for the record, I've only seen one movie all the way through, the Quran movie, and that was really good. That was really, really good. And I tried to see the first film, but I stopped at the snake part. Again, I don't think these are bad films, and these are not bad books, but they are insanely stupid and weak. These are just not strong forms of fiction. So the dilemma is that we should, I think, in general, respect the source material, but if the source material is radically weak and not original, and J.K. Rowling admits it's not original, she admits she borrowed heavily from other authors, and in some cases she borrowed everything. Muggles, Harry Potter, the basic structure of the mythology, it comes from Star Wars, it comes from Tolkien. There's really not a lot to defend in terms of authors or originality here, but again, I think in general we shouldn't be just destroying a fiction for political or financial reasons, but on the other hand, she turned it into a McDonald's kids meal. We got to be honest. I mean, this franchise is very commercialized. And let's be honest, with the W series coming up, they're going to put in black people. They're going to put in other non-white people. They may even make Ron black. I don't care. Again, this is just not a strong form of fiction. It's not Tolkien. It's not Dune. This isn't a great fiction to argue over. But the Harry Potter fandom is a fandom. I respect it as a fandom, but I gotta be honest, these comments attacking him, aside from being racist as usual, well, this is just not a strong story. If you want to defend it, that's fine as a story, but it really is a weak story. So getting all bent out of shape saying, if they put in a black Ron, a black harmonica, they have ruined Harry Potter. They've already done the black harmonica. Apparently the black harmonica appeared in a play, so they've already destroyed the Harry Potter. She doesn't care. She's already lied to the fans. She's gaslighted people on this. She says, well, I didn't say harmonica is white. No, she is white in the books. She doesn't care. So we're kind of stuck. She just turned it into a McDonald's kids meal. Anthony Mackie wants his slice of the pie, basically. I want my money. I want the black people in Harry Potter. Well, again, if this was a great piece of fiction, I'd say, with all due respect, we can't do that. But it's not a great piece of fiction. It's barely a fiction at all. It just seems copy pasted from other better fiction. So I kind of don't care about either side. They're both being stupid. They're both being morons. They don't really have a commitment to fiction or great literature as a whole. I guess we could give J.K. She actually wrote the books, and that's a very painful process. But mentally and culturally, there's not much going on here. So he's being stupid. She's being stupid. This whole thing is stupid. If there is going to be a Black Ron, I don't think that's a good idea. But I'm not going to be too upset about it because, I mean, it's Harry Potter. You got to wake up and smell the coffee.